This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it is 6:53. We're getting you ready for your Wednesday here in the Morning Sprint. Destiny Richards has details on the historic state runoffs in Georgia, and Robin Nance has a live look at the nation's capital where a massive march is about to take place. But first, Mark Peterson tracking some wet weather in your midweek forecast.
Takes me right into that 4 things to know today, and it's going to be those rain showers going to be throughout the day. Mountain snows to the north. Tomorrow's going to be cloudy and mild, but Friday, some early morning snow expected there. Doppler radar, yeah, it's lit up. We do have quite a bit of light rain out there, but it is light snow right now into the northern areas. We're going to have that planning forecast coming up in just a little bit.
Those of you traveling over Snoqualmie Pass today are going to need chains due to compact snow and ice on the road. The Department of Transportation recommends adding 45 minutes to your expected travel time. Breaking news this morning, the European Medicines Agency announced today that it has recommended granting conditional marketing authorization for the Moderna vaccine. The agency has assessed that the Moderna vaccine is safe and effective. Now they are working at full speed to approve it and make it available to the European Union. More than 11,000 COVID-19 vaccines have made it to North Idaho. Panhandle Health will open 3 vaccine clinics today for anyone in Phase 1A, including healthcare workers and first responders. Also under Phase 1A, nursing home residents and workers. The state has allocated about 33,000 doses for those facilities. Panhandle Health hopes to expand its clinics once the state moves along in phases, meaning it will need more doses. Thousands of people gathering for the Save America March on day 2 of planned demonstrations in Washington, D.C. This is a live look. These demonstrations are happening on the same day Congress is expected to certify the Electoral College results for President-elect Joe Biden. But many Republicans plan to object to today's vote. Governor Jay Inslee is responding to 5th District Representative Cathy McMorris Rodgers' plan to object to the Electoral College vote, calling it a mark of dishonor. In a tweet, the governor said the move would disenfranchise voters to satisfy the whims of President Trump, and doing so betrays the Constitution. Inslee points out there is no evidence to justify an objection of the count, and that McMorris Rodgers knows that. He ends the tweet by writing, "This mark of dishonor will last through the ages." You can read McMorris Rodgers' full statement on KXLY.com.
We're following breaking news overnight. Democrats are one step closer to taking control of the U.S. Senate. Democratic challenger Reverend Raphael Warnock will defeat Republican incumbent Senator Kelly Loeffler in one of Georgia's runoff races. The other race between Democrat Jon Ossoff and Republican David Perdue is still too close to call this morning, separated by several thousand votes. However, earlier this morning, Ossoff declared victory with 50.2% of the vote. His win is not official yet, but if it is certified, each party would have 50 Senate seats. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris would serve as the tie-breaking vote. Most of the votes that still need to be counted are in counties Biden won in November.
Spokane police officers shot and killed a man at Queen and Maple last night. This is a look at the scene at Queen and Maple. Police Chief Craig Meidel says the man shot at officers following a car chase, so police responded with gunfire of their own. Chief Meidel says the man officers shot and killed was a suspect in a homicide on December 27th. You can read more about this story on our website at KXLY.com.
And you should know later today when Spokane Public Schools will bring back 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders for in-person learning. In the Spokane area, this is a decision most private schools have made already. At Cataldo Catholic School, they began phasing students back onto campus in September by shifting students around and limiting the amount of people per classroom. Almost all of their students are now back on campus, with 7th and 8th graders returning later this month. Meanwhile, at St. Charles Catholic School, you'll find all students inside of the classroom, 120 students preschool through 8th grade. Whether Spokane Public Schools decides to take this step is still unknown this morning.
A big decision could come later today for high school sports in Washington. The WIAA Executive Board will meet today to decide how to implement the governor's guidelines for athletics and activities. The Executive Board is scheduled to review the current condensed season schedules and plan for adjustments with the goal of providing opportunities for students in every sport and activity based on those guidelines. We'll be back with a final check of the weather with Mark coming up right after this.